Your divine masculine is calling you in right now. He is very sure about you. He's calling you in because of the fact that he's focusing on his own happiness. You know, he's been trying to people please for a really long time, but he's cut that pattern out. He's done with it. He said, nope, that's it. I choose my one true love and I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, he's only focused on love. He's focused on the things that he desires in his life right now. He's not taking no for an answer. Really is stepping into his power here. He's setting boundaries in his life with toxic people, with people that have limiting beliefs on him. This could even be a third party. Like, I don't feel any third party energy, but I mean, in your situation, it could definitely be if that resonates for you. But he's saying no to that. He's releasing that. Every bad or toxic person in his life, he is releasing. They are no more. Yeah, and he wants you to know that no matter what's going on with him, what you see, it's not the real thing, right? Like in the background, he is really only focusing on love, on source, on the divine, on bettering his life, having a deep relationship with himself, like very like spiritual healing. You know, I feel like he's getting into some spiritual stuff now and deepening his spirituality, which is really, this is really good. It's like he's taking the leap of faith. You know, he's been holding himself back, but now he finally is going, nope, I'm done holding myself back. I'm going to take that leap of faith and I'm going to trust. And it seems like he wants to do some nice things for you. You know, he wants to take you out, wants to buy you some flowers, wants to have an amazing day with you, go to the movies. I don't know, it's just, you're on his mind a lot. You're on his mind a lot and he's motivated by you. He's like letting his guard down. He's becoming the healed divine masculine. You know, he's ready to be open and to be vulnerable and to show all his feelings and his emotions. He's tired of holding them down and holding himself back, and he doesn't want to hold himself back with you anymore. He wants to act. He wants to take action towards you. And it's also a message of you don't have to do anything. He's just coming to you. He's automatically coming to you. And that's the beauty of this reading. This reading is really good, really juicy. And he's really treating himself nicely. He's treating himself like he's his own best friend, you know? He hasn't been kind himself in his life, and he's been really down on himself, but he's really standing in his power. He's really loving himself. He's doing things that make him feel good. I mean, maybe he got a haircut or, you know, trimmed up his beard. He could be even like losing weight or going to the gym, eating more healthy. But these things are energizing him and they're making him motivated to do even more. And that's kind of why he's clearing out all these toxic people. The way that he's loving himself right now is changing his life. And because of that choice that he's making, it's really opening him up to your union and being with you, because when in that just that state of like energizing and, you know, connecting with source, he connects with you. So welcome to the reading, guys. Sit back, relax. We still got a lot more time, but welcome to Twin Flames Universe. I'm Drake. Let's keep going on this wonderful reading. So he's looking at a lot of foundational things in his life. He could be moving. He could have just like moved into a new house. He could be fixing up his house, but he's getting ready for you, getting the house ready for you. I don't know if you guys ever seen The Notebook. You probably have. If you haven't, go watch it. But that's kind of what I see him doing, is like, you know, taking this old house or, you know, the new house and just building it for you, the porch and the picket fence, all of that for you, because he loves you and he knows what you want. He's really allowing himself to like play around with this project that he's doing. I feel like he's a very handyman. You know, he likes to build things, whether it's decks. I don't know. I see him like sawing things and working on the deck, or, you know, building maybe a garage. There's a lot of like building things going on right now. He's like Bob the Builder, but it's really relaxing for him, and it really brings him joy. And it's nice because he's doing all this for you. He's doing this all for you because he loves you. And he recognizes that. He's really recognizing the connection that you two share, and he sees that it's special. Well, he doesn't see, he feels, and he knows that it's special, and he wants to nurture that. He doesn't want to throw it away like he did in the past or avoid it because he was afraid of love, but he wants to embrace it. You know, he feels so much passion and fire for you. You know, it's very intense. It's kind of why he's putting all of his energy into like building things and creating things, because he has this sexual energy. We'll just say that. But I'm going to be flat out. There's a lot of sexual energy going on here. A lot of passion. Claim that. You know, your man wants to have a good time with you, if you know what I mean. We'll just say that without getting too graphic. He's really allowing himself to relax and, you know, slow down. He's always been go, 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 go. A very motivated man, a very like hardworking man, but he also realizes too, he's got to take time for himself. He's got to relax. He's got to recuperate. I don't know why, but like ice baths came to mind. I don't know why. That's just a thing. He could be like a fitness freak, and not in a bad way. way, or getting into that, or discovering a passion for that. I see a lot of that. But he's also saying, like, he has a message for you, and it's basically saying, hey, yo, like, you got to relax too. Like, take care of yourself. Stop trying to do so much. If you're a mom or you have children, even if you don't have children, but basically, like, you know, you don't have to mom everybody. Like, mom yourself, take care of yourself, have that, like, deep relationship with yourself. And when you do that, like, that attracts him to you even more when you're taking care of yourself and you're loving yourself. And he wants to spend quality time with you. He really wants to nurture the relationship that he has with you now and grow and build that. Like I said, he's doing that through all these creative things. And he could be an artist or a musician, but whatever content he's putting out, it's really all for you. So if you hear a song or there's something going on, like, yes, it's about you. It's a confirmation. You're not crazy. You're not overdoing things or seeing into things too much. Like, no, it's a real thing. Like, this is actually happening. Your divine masculine is sending you all these messages, whether it's through telepathy, through signs on the outside, like through physical signs, like he's texting you, all these things. But it's really happening, and you can surrender to that miracle because he's surrendering to his miracle also. And he's listening to his heart finally. Finally listening to his heart, the divine masculine, really getting clear on what his heart is saying to him, and he's putting those acts into fruition, which is really good. His eyes are on himself. They're not on anybody else, not on any other woman. Him and you. That's it. Like, that it's you and him, and that's all he can focus on is, how do I better my life? How do I make my life better for my woman? How can I invite her into my life for her to feel safe and nurtured and relaxed? Yeah, it just feels like he's going to be bringing a lot of things to light, a lot of action, you know, like bringing you something or texting you. Even like the littlest thing, your divine masculine is going to reach out in some way. Like, I already know this. And that's what he's saying. But he really is focusing on his healing. He's really getting into this spiritual journey, and he's allowing himself to fully surrender into that. Because he kind of was trying to deny his spirituality, push it off, but he's recognizing it. He's going deeper into it. It's like he's studying too. Like, maybe he's like a science nerd, like studying spirituality. That's when I see that little glasses on, like, all right, how do I be more spiritual? That's awesome. He recognizes his power. He's standing in his power. His energy is like intoxicating. And I'm sure that you can feel it. I mean, I can feel it in this reading. It's very, very strong divine masculine, very in his power, very releasing all of his ego. There's no ego in this. Like, this is very positive. It's very direct. Like, he knows what he wants and he's going to get it, and nothing is going to stop. You know, in this nothing is going to stop him mindset that he has, like, it's also nothing is going to stop him from coming to you. He doesn't want drama or emotionally charged situations in his life, and that's why I feel like he could be moving, or there's something around, like, moving. He's moving away from this toxic people. Could be like moving jobs, right? Releasing a workspace, releasing toxic coworkers. But he's like set hard boundaries with that energy of drama and lack and, you know, all this egotistical things. And he's being more loving. He was always afraid to give, you know, afraid to create and put his passion and love into something. But he's really opening up to that. He's being creative, and he's allowing himself to express all of himself. He's very, very in his divine self right now. He's embodying almost perfectly. Like, I would say almost perfectly, he's embodying it. And the reason why this isn't even happening is because of the fact that he's really paying attention to his inner world. And he's paying attention to his inner well, right? He's filling that up. He's not taking from himself like he was before. He's recognizing that he has to have self-love for himself, that he has to take care of himself, be willing to fill his cup first. He's also being very honest. And this could be with you. Like, he might have just been very honest with you about where he's at and where he's going. But he's a very honest man. Like, the way that he expresses himself is honest and authentic and true and real. You know, there's no more mask. He doesn't have a mask anymore. It's just very, like, fun and playful and honest and warm and safe, right? Like, his presence brings this warmth and this playfulness, but also this, like, this rock, this groundedness too, you know? When he's in a room, that energy is recognized, you know, as, wow, this guy is, like, solid. He's taking care of himself. He's done everything together because he does. Like he really does. Oh, we got the true love card. Yeah. So this is also speaking to like, if there's any doubt, to just release that doubt. Like he doubted your relationship for a really long time. He doubted that love and that connection because he didn't feel worthy of it. But he knows now that this is real and that you love him. He never really has been loved, you know, in the way that you've loved him. And so to recognize that and to recognize that you have this love that no one else has and you've loved him that deep, you know, in a way that no one else has, it's really touching. Like you touch his heart. Like he adores you. He can't get enough of you. And he like, I don't know how the feeling to describe it, but it's just, I hear him saying like, you know, I'm just so thankful for her. I'm so thankful for her love and her patience and her acceptance that it's just even real. You know, it's like he needed you to like prove to him that it was real, and not in any actions, but just, you know, loving him no matter what, having that unconditional love in your heart. And so he's saying thank you. Like he's really thankful. He's recognizing that he can have every single thing that he desires in his life and he doesn't have to settle, because before he was settling, right, he wasn't allowing himself to dream big. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to work at a corporate job, do this, you know, like I don't have to be spiritual and don't have to have the perfect partner, whatever. I'm happy to make a lot of money in this other person that I'm with, they're cool, whatever. But he's released all of that. He's like, nope, I'm not settling. I don't want to settle anymore. I want everything. I want all of my desires. I want my perfect woman, my perfect job, my perfect house, and I'm going to get there. And there's nothing that anyone can do to stop me. Like he's very adamant, very direct, very like, this is what I want now. And going for it very fast. Like he's not holding back at all. He's very, very, very in it, very precise, very like, we're going in, let's go. Like diving deep into a cave with a headlamp on. Don't know what the cave is, but he's going in anyways because he knows that there's treasure in there. Letting go of fear, you know, letting go of fear, limitations, ego, false beliefs about himself. It's all shedding. Like, yeah, I feel like he's went through like 3 dark night of the souls right now. A lot of talent moments, but he had to go through them to get here. And you guys are vibrating at the same frequency now. Like you both are in alignment with each other, and that is going to be highly magnetizing to your divine masculine. You know, when you are in that same love vibration, so is he. And so it's going to be really easy for you to come together. He is ready to be intimate. And intimate, you know, isn't just being sexual, but it's like being vulnerable, expressing all of yourself, having that closeness, being ready to be loved. You know, he had all these walls up, but they're down. Like he's just like, you know what, I'm ready for true love. I'm ready for my twin flame. Even though he doesn't really know what twin flames are, but he knows in his heart what it is. And so you don't have to doubt. You can release that doubt and work out the doubt within yourself, and that will help him clear any last, you know, specks of doubt in his consciousness. But he's ready. Like he wants to express all of himself to you. He wants to be the closest to you in every single way possible. You know, they always say twin flames merge, but you don't really merge. But he's like, I just want to be in her soul. You know, I want to be close to her all the time. He just wants to take care of you. He wants to support you, make you feel safe and loved. And he's feeling that within himself. You know, he didn't feel safe as a child. And so he's been healing a lot of that and you know, those wounds. And he feels safe with you now, you know, and it was just a lot of mothering stuff. And so he thanks you for being compassionate. There's a lot of like compassion here. I kind of see him like looking up and just smiling, his eyes gleaming every time he thinks about you. He's just like, she's so compassionate. She just loves me. I'm so thankful for her. I mean, he's done hiding. You know, he's hidden himself. He's hidden who he was. And he's just like, no. He's like, I don't care what other people think. I don't care about people pleasing. Like, that's done. That's over with. I'm just going to do me. Whatever. If someone doesn't support me being with my true love, like, I don't care. They're out of my life. Bye. You know, he's choosing your union 100%. Like, that is what he wants. He's like, nope, anything else, I'm not going to accept. And he's just so happy. He's so happy. Like, he's just giddy, like a little child, you know, like when you fall in love for the first time, you know, that little giddy feeling, you know, running around and just, he really loves his life. And I feel like he's worked so hard to get to this point too. Like, he's had a really low life, you know, he's been through a lot of crap, and for him to be where he is, it's really a positive thing in his mind. You know, he's like, wow, I didn't even know I could get here, and now he's here, and it's like he wants to share that with people. And this could be where he's going deeper into his life purpose. Like, he wants to share his joy. He wants to share his creations. Maybe he wants to share his spirituality that he's been discovering too. Oh, I love you. Yeah, your divine masculine is sending a lot of messages today too to you. Normally I don't really get a lot of these, but he's just like, I love you. Like, that's literally the card that we have. I know you can't see it, but it says, I love you. These are very important words. He loves you deeply and truly, and with so much meaning, so much passion and intensity and fire. You know, the love he feels for you is like an infinite pool. Like, it never runs out. It just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and flows forever. You know, I see, like, I keep seeing like images of a fountain, you know, and people are like throwing pennies in it, but it's like, you don't have to throw pennies in it because of that fountain is like yours. Like, the world is yours. You know, that fountain is just like a little part of your world, but under that fountain is just infinite pools of love, just a river of love. His love just wants to wash over you, and so you just be open to receiving that. Yeah, it's like I see him remembering a lot of memories with you, particularly by the ocean, by water. You know, I see him like holding hands with you on a beach, or maybe like going like canoeing or paddling, and there's like a beautiful scenery, or hiking. I don't know, he's just having all these memories of you guys and being together and being out in nature. Like maybe a cabin. There's like a lot of flashes of images right now, but he's reflecting on like what he felt in those memories. It's only just adding to the love that he already is feeling for you. More rest. It's like he can finally relax knowing that he's found the one, knowing that he's found his woman. How beautiful is that? Yeah. He's like, I found her. I found the one that I'm meant to be with. I know it's her, and I want her, and I choose her, and I'm going to do anything in my power to get it. Just, you guys gotta watch The Notebook. This is really good. I don't know if anybody is like married to somebody else or whatever, but it's like I just see him like running and being like, I love you, I love you. Maybe your story is like The Notebook, and your story can be real too. You know, you can end up together with your divine masculine and twin flame. You know, like, you don't have to settle or feel like you can't have them, because you can. It's for you. This is what this reading is. Like, it's for you. You're allowed to have it. And if you're struggling, please just go to the link in our bio, description, and download the free introductory course. Just get started. This reading is beautiful, and it really is for you. And so you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for your union anymore. I'm also seeing he was frustrated like so long because it felt like he was trying to find you. And maybe he didn't recognize you, and like you guys knew each other for a while, but it's like he finally recognized you, and he's a little frustrated, just like, why didn't I recognize this sooner? But he's releasing that, you know, because he's like, this timing is perfect, and I don't need to stress out about what has happened in the past, because I'm gonna worry about my future, and my future is with her, you know, well, with you, right? The deer that we're talking about. Hi, deer. My goodness, this reading is beautiful, and because he has found you, has recognized you, it's really made him love himself even more, and there's like fuel for him to love himself even more and do better in his life because you're in it. It's like you inspire him. You know, you're his muse. Like, it's very clear. It's very obvious. That's all I hear is like, she's my muse. She inspires me. You know, I have this infinite love for her. You know, it's like, and it's in the adoration. He's very, very happy with you, very sure about you, and he's ready to take a chance with you. And not a chance like things are going to end, but like he's ready to start again and start again for the rest of his life and all the other lives. He's in awe of like your journey together and your story. He's like, yeah, this is perfect. You know, everything about this is perfect. He's come back to the relationship with you so many times because he couldn't forget about it. And he's just like, yeah, well, now I know why, because she's the one. You know, instead of getting excited about this, he's really just slowing down and processing and allowing, you know, the realization of the connection to come through. And he's feeling his emotion. This is what I'm saying. Like, he's in his feels, like he's in his good feels. He's just allowing all the amazing memories to come up and surrendering. He's surrendering too. He's choosing everything in alignment with your union and working towards that every day. And last card, surrender to miracles. I mean, any resistance that he had to your union, any resistance that he has had to love is gone, and like he's coming home. As they say, the divine masculine is coming home. Like, claim this, guys, because this is a really beautiful reading and it's for you, like I said before. So claim this with all your hearts, envision this with all your heart. If you resonated with it, you know, comment down below and share your thoughts. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome card readings like this. All right. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.